Hi guys, it's Jacob from StringBuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being the music journalism site. Links are in the description down below, and we have a brand new song review for you today, and it's the latest track by CHON, and that's Waterslide. So I'm going to refer to the original article as I usually do for these videos, so I hope you enjoy. So now going into this track, it's fair to say I'm about as excited gets. Sorry I'm sounding a little bit monotone at the moment, I have a bit of a sore throat, but still my excitement is there. If you didn't already know, CHON are in my top 5 for favourite groups of all time, and they're one of the few bands to receive the big old 10 out of 10 rating for their album Grow, their last album, a little while back now. It was released a little while back as well. I like Sleepy Tea, you know, the first single from this upcoming album, despite it having a lot of filler in it, in my personal opinion, but I'm just hoping for more of the same this time around, maybe a little bit more refined. So should we see what I thought of this brand new track? Well, I thought it was excellent, and perhaps the catchiest CHON track since, what, Puddle maybe? And yes, I did enjoy this track that much. It's frenetic, it's wild, it's fun, and it's summery as well. Trust the Sun to finally come out here in the UK, and a brand new CHON record come out on the same day. Again, it would have been nicer to sort of hear the bass have its own moments, I guess, since we've never really had that in CHON's music. And although I'm hardly screaming out for it, especially on this track, I thought bands like Polyphia, for example, managed to utilise a different dimension to their music by having some more recognisable bass sequences. I think CHON could really benefit from adding that, for just sort of varying up their sound just from that sort of stuff. But that didn't detract from this song, in my opinion. Not taking anything away from this track. Eric and Mario in particular have proved again why they are probably the best guitar duo around at the moment, and probably two of the best, or at least in the top 10 guitarists in the world at the moment. When it comes to the production of this track, I actually thought it was much improved from Sleepy Tea, despite them being on the same record. One of the biggest issues for that track, for me anyway, was the bass tone, since I thought it was really disappointing and weak. And although this new bass tone isn't perfect, in fact far from it, it is wholesome, and it does fill the low ground really well with some depth to it as well. The guitars are still juicy and just wonderful though, yet again showing off why they have the nicest clean tones in the biz right now. When the harmonies hit, the texture that is created is just like none other out there, and it's mixed ever so vibrantly as well. The drums also sound great, the kick being bolstered in that low ground and impactful as well. The snare added a whole ton of power into the mid ground, really driving the track forward, and the cymbals just glistened in the high ground, so what more could you really want? Musicality wise, well, where do I even start here? It goes without saying that this track is progressive, it's technical, it's experimental, it's really jazzy and funky as heck as well. And yet again, I'm just left in awe at how the group easily bounds through many different time signatures without any interruption whatsoever. For me though, the biggest aspect is basically centered around the melodies. I just think they're just so catchy. You have an unreal sort of technical track, but if it's not catchy, then it's more of an achievement and sort of a re-listenable tune that you could just flick on at any time. This on the other hand has that catchiness, explosiveness and familiarity, sort of like a rock track almost, with the jaw-dropping abilities that are often found in like freeform jazz and jazz fusion. The guitar harmonies are fantastic here, and exactly like they always are. The drums do follow some sort of stereotypes that the group have sort of gained over the last few years, with the sort of snare work being one of the big bases here, and the cymbal sort of spazzing, I guess. None of that sort of detracts from the track though, and like I said, the only aspect that was a little bit lost for me is the bass. And although it doesn't, well, it does supply the basis for the guitars to really build off of, is that sort of core point, I just am beginning to find it a little bit repetitive that this track follows the same structural decision as many of their other tracks. So all in all, it's still a fantastic track. This is a tiny little criticism that is sort of niggling away at it, and it's just got me incredibly excited for this brand new CHON album. So I gave it a G rating of 9 out of 10. If it had a better bass line, it would have been a 10 out of 10. It would have been a perfect track for me. So if you like this video, then please leave a like, comment what you think in the comment section down below, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.